That'll work. That'll give us some sound. Hello, and welcome to Tack Drives Around Some Muddy Terrain. That's basically what we're doing. Playing a game called Snowrunner. With a steering wheel. Go round and round. Yeah, let's begin. I'm at the very, very start. I've played this through a few times, the first bit, so I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. You'll see that I also have like many different prompts come up, including the Xbox ones, the PC ones, and the PlayStation ones. Yes, it's confusing. You have to deal with it. Okay, cool. We have... I prefer driving in first person. So that's what we're doing. This is a game about going from A to B, often very slowly. So, I have a gear thing here. You actually see in the bottom right, there is a little display showing what my wheel is doing. Though the gearing will look a bit weird. Oh, we need to put on the four-wheel drive in this. And we're going to head over to a watchtower, which is on the map here. It's covered up so you can't see it. But we're heading towards where that magnifying glass is. And we're going to head back into auto. Snowrunner's got some interesting things with its gears. There isn't a manual as such. It's mostly automatic, but you can keep it locked into low range, which is what this gearbox can do, and also reverse, as well as neutral. So here's the first thing to look at. You see the signs? There's a detour, it says going to the left, and some barriers, so we should probably go that way. And we're in the tutorial at the moment, so it's telling us to go certain ways. So we'll follow that detour. Going pretty fast at the moment. This might cause me to roll over later on, but we're going to be getting into some bigger trucks. We'll get them pretty quickly. Here is a fuel station. We have fuel, and yes, I can be moving along when I get filled up. No, it's not realistic. I just avoided some mud there. Prevent getting stuck. I don't want to tell us about getting stuck later, so I'm trying to make that come up as late as possible. And here we have found the watchtower. Head inside the blue box, and we can a nice little. Here is a thing. Okay, let's carry on. We need to go and find a truck, which is. Second, gonna need to use my controller to move this. The truck's over there, so we need to go down this hill. Oh, spoilers, it's a hill. It's quite steep. Gonna avoid the mud at the bottom here as well. We're gonna get there quite quickly this time. I have played this bit quite a lot, so I know exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing. Stuff comes later. Oh no, I won't know what I'm doing, so that'll be fine. And up we go. We're gonna find the truck that we're not gonna keep for very long. Spoilers. This one's going away pretty soon. I am just swinging this round because we will need to drive this at some stage. And we're just going to switch over to the other truck. It is possible to tow this truck with the other one. Because this one's working, the engine will be fine. So we can actually turn the engine on and have it drive behind us. What we could also do... Let's see if we can just attach the winch. Can we get... Yeah, we can pull that one along behind us. Not that we can see that it's following, but it will be. Well, we are heading up towards the town. Let me just show you where we're going, actually. We have... This is the job we need to do. Bridge construction. Bridge is broken. Completely dead. So, we're going to fix it by going to get some metal beams. And then we'll deliver them to the old bridge. We have to do that one at a time. We can't do both. Though I have a plan which may or may not work. It probably won't work. But I don't believe in doing things easily. And so I'm not going to do things easily. Now, we're also going to have the only time in the game where I'm going to automatically load cargo. Every other time I'm going to do my best to load it with a crane. The reason why I can't load it with a crane here is because I don't have a crane. Can't believe that I'm towing this small truck around. Okay, so again, I do know where I'm going, so I do have a route in mind. There is a municipal warehouse which has metal beams only, and they're over here. So as you see, we've still got the little truck behind us. Move to the next action. Go cargo management. Stick some beams in here. Oops. Yeah, we can leave that there. That's fine. I think we're going to need to. Back into first person. Right, we're going back down to the where we put this truck up from. This is a highway truck. Bad on dirt. But we will see what we can do about that. There's a chance that we'll be fine. Because I know that down here at the paper mill, not the paper mill, the sawmill, there's a trailer. There's a trailer with a thing that I need. And so I'm going to go and get it. So, where I'm using the wheel, I do have force feedback. The wheel does fight against me a little bit, but it's not like massive amounts of like fighting. It's certainly interesting. Right. I think I'm going to want to... Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Winch to there. Let's see if we can get out of here. Can it be in low gear? I'm going to try and pull this out. Normally, like, getting out of here is quite hard. I think this is working quite well. So then we're going to pull on the handbrake, pull the trailer over. And then we will attach the trailer. At least we'll try to attach the trailer. Let's release the winch now. Release the handbrake, which is on a sometimes on a bit of an awkward control. Attach trailer now. Okay, so now we've got the trailer. So we've actually got both bits of the things that we need. So let's head back into our first-person view. Stick into low gear. Hope that we can swing this round nicely. There we go. No, we didn't. And then we're going to head over here. With both the beams and the wooden planks. Kind of happy with this. Let's see if we can just go fast. I want to kind of push through this thing here because there is some water on the ground which can cause some problems. We're taking a muddy route out. Again, it's on purpose. This kind of gets us quite close to where we want to be. This water's not a problem. And there we are, pushing up here. Yeah, this game is very much the epitome of an A to B to A to B to A to B simulator. The idea is that you are on one massive fetch quest, but it's a lot of fun on that fetch quest. Right. Now, usually, you don't have everything all in one go. I'm not sure how the game's going to cope with it. We'll see. Do. Oh, it just finishes the animation quickly. That's what it does. Well, our next thing is to find the garage, which is straight down this road. Not to the left. I'm hoping that the game's gonna like show off what it's doing. There you go. You can see that the wheel is moving on its own. I definitely have feedback, but currently I'm pretty locked into this route because there's into low gear. There's a nice like set of tires which we're just tire tracks which we're just following. We're moving nicely, so I'm just going to see if we can pop ourselves up. Sometimes you might see me hit the clutch. That's to try and push the game to change gears a bit smoother. Okay, so to the left we have a farm. Nothing's open at the moment. We have to kind of finish the tutorial. I am going to stop the tutorial in a second because I'm not going to bother doing a very pointless trip to a place where I can't drive. And given our reasonably low count of viewers at the moment, I am going to forego that. I don't think you need to be tutorialized how to change zones. So the garage is over here. And we're going to have, like, revealed barely any of the map. We've got some exploration to do. Oh, we're actually going to head over to this place here to sell this, trailer. Which we can tell that we've got by the link, and then we sell it. And we get the money back. Now, I'm playing a game mode where it's pretty easy to get money from just selling things. You get as much as you started with to sell them. So, like, if something costs 2,000, you sell it, you get 2,000 back. And I've just found that this truck here, the Fleet Star, that's going to be our daily driver. We are going to winch it. I do have to take some time, like, going out of the in-truck view. There are just some things you can't do inside. Now, again, one of the reasons why this is pretty easy is when you move this to the garage, it gets fixed and refueled. Now, this truck's pretty good at the start, but we do have some things we want to do first. Yeah, this is going to tell me to retain it. Retain the truck, which will put it into storage, then we can move it to a different place, and then we can bring it out of the other place. No, I can't really drive anywhere else right now. I need to build up my trucks. So what I'm going to actually do is press... Hello Forfang, how is it going? A long time no see. I have not streamed in a very long time. But good to see you. What was I doing? I was going to press options. There we go. Settings. Skip the tutorial, because that now needs to go away, because I'm not doing the other thing. It's just pointless. There is a global map. I have DLC maps. All of them. Right, so let's customize this truck. So this truck wants... Oh, that's outside. Give me a second. I'm just going to go and get into the other truck and pick up the upgrade that I need, which is... here? There we go. I'm going to move this inside the garage as well, probably by going in the correct gear. Let us move that to the garage. Alright, let's check the other truck. Fleet Star. Customize. And so, yeah. Stick on the 4-wheel drive. sell the rear-wheel drive. Don't. It just works that way. Go on to frame add-ons. Now, what we want is a sideboard bed for now, so we can just pick up cargo. And we want a loading crane. And now we can do some funky stuff. Also going to just have a look, see if we can get any bigger tires. Nothing which does anything major. Suspension needs to be stock. We don't have any. We don't have a lot that we can do at the moment. That's the basic thing that we're finding out here. Get a snorkel. We're not doing any deep driving, so that'll be fine. So then, now that we've left the tutorial, we can have a look at this and see the map. I'm going to use the controller for this, to be honest. So the map's pretty broad. We've got a fair amount of stuff to have a look at. We know, like, this area here. The fallen power line. Got an upgrade up here. I think there are a couple... Yeah, so there's a couple of towers which we could do with unlocking. And this is sort of the later part of this area. So we're going to use the fleet star for now. And we're going to go and probably look at these missions here. So we've already done 4 missions out of this. The timber is something for later, as is the logs. Aid at the island, again, logs. We've got Steel River Surprise. That will also be a little bit later. This fuel carrier is in an awkward place. And the lost container. That one we can actually get started. We won't be able to get there immediately. We probably could, but I want to do some things with the farm first. Which is on... So Pipe Dream is... Deliver to the factory some bricks. Bricks we can get from the warehouse. The getting to the factory is actually difficult right now. Again, so this is not what we want to be doing. So Husky Fording, farming tools, is our ideal thing to do first. So we're going to track that. And get our new fleet star. If you look, this is a beautifully old school... Look at the state of that seat. You know, in the day of racer seats, which you don't generally get in trucks, but, you know, we'll let that go. There's just, like, terrible, terrible things. But let's just try and pull this back to a centralized view. There we go. Oh, I have completely messed up what I'm doing. Because there is a need to reverse back all the way. I was too busy looking at this truck without thinking that I need to go and get... Oh, that's the wrong way. I have just got to the point of the service trailer, not the curtain side. So the curtain side, if I'm looking that way, is... Well, it's there. That's the one that I want. But I'm not in the right place for it. So I can lean out the window. I've got my options open, which causes problems. And then we just reverse up. I can't actually judge distances very well with this. We hit it. Well, at least we'll be able to attach it. No? Oh. I'm too close. That's what the problem is. Move a little bit away. We attach now? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're delivering this to the farm. Let's just swing round. Now the farms, a farm can be a bit difficult to get in. Oh, we got some music. Hello, music. Yeah, the farm has some pretty muddy terrain. It's one of the reasons why having a four-wheel drive truck, well, all-wheel drive, it's many more than four. I think it's 6 on this one. 6? Yeah. So they are double stacked tires on the back, but I don't think that really counts. Then the farm is to our right. And I'm going to stick on wheel drive. Oh, no, we don't want the winch. As this is pretty slow going. This is as fast as we can go. Excuse my cough. We're just gonna go far enough that we drop this off. So we accept, we got some money. Now, one thing that you should always do when you're at a location is go into cargo management, see what you can have, consumables, and then have a look at your options for things to do, which is the steel river supplies needs consumables. So we will accept that, and then we are just gonna reverse a little bit and have a look and getting ourselves a little closer to this loading bay, because otherwise we have some issues. And like I said, we are going to manually load everything. We don't really need to in this game mode, but I never said that I like to do things easily. So we're going to use the loading crane. Going to pop things around. I always get my controls slightly wrong with this. I always use the wrong control for up or down. I don't know why. I just think they're probably set wrong for what I think they should be. Okay. Now, it's going to be a little bit amusing because you don't need to get it properly into the into the truck. You can just get it kind of somewhere close. And the way that the game works, you then pack your cargo. Now, everything is actually in a place where we can just pop it in and everything's fine. And then we restore the crane, and everything's packed away, and we can start on our merry way getting out of here. Let's, like I said, pop back into that first person. We have a very beautiful night coming up. A lot of people don't like driving at night in this game. Myself, I don't mind it, mostly because I drive in first person and we have headlights, so first person doesn't bother me. So we need to drop this off at the municipal store. And then, surprisingly, there is another thing which we'll be able to bring back to the farm. You know where I said A to B to A to B to A to B? Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Oh, apparently that branch was a little bit difficult to pick up. So one thing we are just going to quickly pop and do, something to remember basically all the time, so if you're not on a contest, things like this, you should pick up every single task that you possibly can, so that you can do them when you're in the local area, rather than having to come back to pick it up. Doesn't matter how many you do, you'll just constantly be able to pick up more. And we are just gonna head out. So the trailer that we had has gone. As we delivered it to the area, it was taken off us. So that is something to remember. Oh, we have damaged our engine by one whole bit of damage. Oh, hello. Bit of a freeze, huh? This truck also has a diff lock. That makes getting out of tough terrain quite easy. Or easier. As the wheel then doesn't slip. If a wheel is moving and the other one isn't, they'll rotate at the same rate. I think we can go faster now. Yeah. This game is very pretty. We have got a little bit of a change on how the game would normally look. There is some less... Well, it's a little bit more saturated through a reshader that I'm running. It looks better than standard, which looks more like that, which is just kind of washed out. At least the visuals please me, so given that I'm seeing it, you know, straight in front of me, I think that works. Realise that I'm running four-wheel drive, well, all-wheel drive when I don't really want to be. All-wheel drive has a negative effect on the amount of fuel that you consume. We're going to try using this alternate route here. Probably should actually have the four-wheel drive on again. Getting quite a few freezes at the moment. no issues with OBS, so we're gonna pick up some fuel. And then we're gonna reverse out of here. So when you have menus open, your controls don't work for the vehicle. Sometimes you're like, why am I not moving? And that's why. And now we're on the road again. We'll turn off the four-wheel drive. I'm going to keep calling it four-wheel drive. I know it's all wheels, but you know, it's just a problem. Right, so we have to go in this side this time. As much as I'd like to go in the other. Oh, hold on. There is a mission to pick up. That is a shipment. Hello, Siberian. How are you doing? Good to see you. We're doing some driving of big effing trucks with the steering wheel and everything. Yeah, it's been a while. So we are going to drop off these consumables. And that's that done. Then we are going to load. Wrong button. There we go. On the loading platform, the metal beams. Now, this, remarkably, is going to be quite hard. Let's just have a look. These metal beams are quite heavy, and they're actually quite far away from the truck. So we're going to try and do this nicely. So we're going to put our anchors. And we're going to try and not flip this truck. You might think, you're not going to flip the truck. It's like, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Also, the game has some fantastic viewpoint issues in this area. So I'm just going to try and get to a point where we can see and things aren't that bad. So let's push out. Now, we have a very heavy thing, a reasonable distance away, that is at the full stretch. So we're going to try and not have that happen. So we want to lower. We want to winch closer. Now what we're going to try and do is drag this closer to us. This is going well. Then we're going to try and lift a little bit. Oh, we might have got there. Basically, the longer the crane is, the worse trying to lift something up is. Aha! Aha! I will take that. I will take that and I will run with it. We're going to restore the crane. We could do that manually. I'll still need to. Well, I wouldn't need to restore it actually. Let's get out. So, can we actually pack this up ourselves? Kinda? Yeah. Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah, so we managed to get this cargo into the right place. We pack it so it doesn't move, and it can be accepted. If it's not packed, they won't accept it where you're going. That's my other truck. I shouldn't have left it there. I really shouldn't. But it's done now. The reason I picked up these beams is that we have another need for metal beams at the farm. So we're gonna reverse out of here and get back into a first person. Have a look at the mirrors. Can't see very well. But I think we're fine. Yeah. Yes, so I managed to not flip the truck, pick up the beams. And now we're going to trundle back over to the farm. And I'm very happy. I've had some trouble with those beams before, mostly flipping the truck. That's why I did the maneuver where I was like, I'm going to just drag this close to me. Oh, yeah. Because without dragging it, it'd be bad. Got enough fuel at the moment. I have missed the detour, which means that I'm going to head through here anyway. On the four-wheel drive. And punch up this way. Now, I very purposefully aimed to head between the barriers there, because they can really mess you up. They just kind of get in the way a little bit. It is a G923. That is the generation after the G29 and the G9 and the G920. Logitech have just released a brand new wheel as well, but that's expensive. We're talking like $1,300 expensive. This one's only about $300. But that one, the new one is like direct drive. Yeah, but you can't kill yourself with a steering wheel. Actually, no. If it's direct drive, there's actually a chance. Hello, Falliner. How is it going, my friend? I have decided, after a week of procrastinating, to stream again. I say a week. It's more like been months of procrastination, but I was kind of ready, and then I didn't. You too. I'm very, very pleased to see your Falliner Fantasy coming on. Falliner, if people don't know, friend of mine, personal. We had the same follower number at one point. He's now at like 1,000, which is incredible, and was very, very involved with getting stuff working with a piece of software that is now called Sammy Solutions. We don't speak of the old name because of bad things. And is developing a game in the Godot engine called Final Fantasy. That came from his work on a game that he made in that software. Yeah, it's kind of gone pretty well. Have I just missed the farm? I've completely just driven past the farm. The amusing thing that I have with... Oh no. Have I just... I have. I have just turned around in a bad place and have ended up beaching myself. Right, so we'll try and winch ourselves out of this. Pull. Oh, we're on a rock. That's not going to help. Let's stick us into low gear. Stick on the diff lock. See if that'll help us move. I am just going to end up. Do not flip. Uh-oh. Troubles. Let's see if we can winch something else. Is that enough? Does that get us moving enough? Can we not flip, please? And not get stuck on the rocks? Ended up just going over to the garage to turn around. Oof. Okay. Okay. Survival. Oh yeah. So Fowler has done enough with the software that his name shows up in some of the example names, and that can be kind of confusing for me because I'm like, what is this person that I know doing showing up there? It's like, oh, okay. When I was testing out this system I'm using for the overlay. Yeah, your name is one of the tester things for when you like do a test follow trigger. So it's like you can have like things like Melanax and cyanide sugar. You show up in that list as well. Yep, that's it. So you show up there, and that confused the hell out of me when I was doing some testing, make sure that like some commands were working. Well, you know, if they like what you've done, you managed to get yourself into the all-star rank on there on the Discord, so it helps. So Sammy, in case you are not aware, is I guess the best way of describing it is a do-it-yourself stream deck. Again, not going to reference the old name. There's no point. So yeah, a do-it-yourself stream deck. But like with intense amounts of programming that can link into all sorts of things. Oh, I don't want to load. That's not what we're doing. Have I not done the thing? I've probably not started up the mission that I need. Yeah, I didn't start. I've just done this so often that I know what I need, and I haven't like looked at the missions. But I wanted to start the stream from scratch, which is why everything's a little bit weird. Right, let's get ourselves out of here. But yeah, so like one of the things that Sammy can do is listen to like commands and things and cause things to happen. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hotkeys to work in this game, so I can't allow you to honk the horn. which I was trying to get to happen automatically. But when I was playing Shipbreaker, you could turn on the lights. I tried it in admin, I tried it out of admin, and it didn't register the hotkeys whatsoever. I think it's the DirectX thing, so yeah, no difference. Lots of testing and no joy. Right, so our next job, we are going to take the wooden planks to the town and back to the farm as well. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, I like to have some, interaction with viewers, being able to do things, but some games you can get, you can get access to information, and some you can't. Some listen to virtual key presses, and some require real key presses, and this appears to be one that requires real key presses. I said I am using 3 different input devices to play this game, and whenever I use one, the others stop registering. I can tell this best with steering and turning my view. Like, if I turn my view, I lose force feedback. It also doesn't turn particularly well. It stops. So if you see that, that's why I try and keep to one control system at the same time. But like, controlling the map, which I'm just going to head on to now. So controlling the map with the it's a little bit weird. I just have to kind of deal with it. But yeah, I can't really control my view on the map very well with this wheel at all. So I pick up the Xbox controller, and suddenly I've got like the ability to move around and zoom in, zoom out. But it's a lot harder. Well, basically impossible if I'm on the wheel. I can also do it with the keyboard and mouse, but that means turning one side and trying to... It gets very complicated very quickly. So I try and avoid doing that. I have gone completely the wrong direction again. But that's fine. We get to see the nice lit up garage. We get to do some refueling because we've used about 100 litres of fuel. Which we can do when we're still running. The game is not particularly realistic. Still fun though. So I meant to go the kind of back roads route to the plank place. Yes, I have done really well in my descriptions here. I want to have a look at this. There's a trailer in this direction. I don't know what's on it. It looks like it's a big trailer with some bricks and some other things. I can't currently take that because my truck does not have the right hitch. So we are gonna ignore that. I want to have a look at it. I could potentially grab the bricks from it with my forklift, I think. But as it is, I'm just going to head down to the sawmill and pick up some planks. As you can see as well now, we are getting to daytime. But because we've got the lights on, Nighttime hasn't really affected us too badly. Oh, damage in the truck again. What I love to do. Oh, Christ. More damage. And more damage. I need to slow down. That's what's going on here. I need to slow down and stop bouncing. So I know that a lot of people that have like steering wheels, they often have like multiple cameras to show off what you're doing with your feet and everything. I hope that my little display that you can see in the bottom right of the video is good enough. Just showing, you know, wheel location, and if I'm using the accelerator, brake, clutch. Let's see. So we need cargo management. We want the wooden planks. We want the loading platform because we like using the crane. Or at least I like using the crane. It's cool. It's a crane. Oh, no, hold on. So yeah, I just forgot to put out the anchor legs when I was doing this, and that nearly caused big problems. Okay, just gonna... So one of the things that I've got here is that exit on the controller, well, lower is X on the controller, which would indicate it being square on the interesting. I thought that was an issue because exit and lower share the same thing, but on the controller, on the Xbox controller, they don't. That's very interesting. Might need to be using the controller for the cranes, which is fine because that actually makes some sense. You know, why would you have your controls on the steering wheel? Yeah, good enough for me. Now, restoring the crane because otherwise bad stuff. Packing the cargo. So which place do we want to take this to? Probably want to take this to the town. So I'm just going to swing a 180. See if we can bounce our way to having more engine damage up this hill. Looks like we just want to switch down into first gear. And try together. Right. Slowly, chuggy. That is a nice solid bit rate. I'm appreciating that. So hold on, I think there are 2 sets of bricks up here. So we might be able to do the farm quest without even heading to the warehouse. The warehouse is where the bricks are. Oh, that's... Oh no, we're fine. I thought we might have missed out there. Now, one of the interesting things about this is that the... I'm going to move that truck, actually. Just having a look in this rear view. Let's not do that. Let's go forwards. Oops. Guess I'm just going to smash into this truck now. Right. Oh, let's be good. And let's actually park in a parking space. Right. Let's go and drop off this wonderful bounty. Did we not start the thing? I swear we started the thing. Like, this is still going? Okay, so we can only have it if we are tracking it. Okay, so the fuel carrier train needs to come here. So what we're going to do now is pinch some cargo. I am making stuff up as I go along, to be very, very clear. But there is... Where did I hit? Ah! Okay. That hit with the back of the truck, the front of the truck. Give it that. Okay, so we are going to swing alongside this trailer here. And hit another thing. Right. Let us activate the anchor. Get out the crane. And that's unfortunate. I can't just steal the bricks. My plan will not work. Boo. Alright. The plan was to take the bricks out of the truck, but they need to not be packed. If they're packed, I can't grab them. So there are a couple of ways around that, which basically involve flipping over the trailer. Not down for that. So we are going to go with having a look at my profile, apparently. That's the control I hit. So, yeah, we're going to go with... Going to get more logs. I'm just multitasking at the moment. Going to go and get the wooden planks and take them to the farm. And then we're going to have a look at going and getting the bricks. We'll take care of a different quest by doing this as well. There's something in particular we can do over that way. Now, so far we've been driving around on one map. Stupid game and its stupid ability to break the engine. Yeah, so this is one map. Michigan has 4 maps. And then Alaska has 4 maps. And then Tamir has 3, I think? So we're up to 11 maps at the moment. And they kind of interlink. And then there's 7 DLC packs, of which there will be 8 very, very shortly, as well as mod packs. There's a lot of content in this game. A lot of content. Right, so we want to put on the loading platform some stuff. We want to activate the anchors, get out the crane. Go and pick this up. Let's use the controller because it's better. Yeah, drop these. And then up again. Swing round. And drop this down. Yeah. Perfect. I mean that sincerely. Like, I love putting stuff in very, very badly and then having the game go, okay. It's a lot of fun. Just going to use this route that we used when we successfully did the bridge thing in 1, where it's supposed to take us 2 trips. Oh yeah. All right, when we get to the farm, we are going to swing by the garage, which is actually on the way to the factory, and we'll be able to get some repairs done for free. We're playing on normal mode, which is not very punishing. Not playing on hard mode, which is punishing as fuck. So now you're going to head down to where the bridge is. Yes, many damage to the manifold. Hello and welcome, Toasty. Good to see you. I decided to do a stream for the first time in a very long time. Whoop. We have yet to truly fuck up. We attempted it. Mostly by me chatting and forgetting that I had to go to the farm instead of the garage. Oh yeah, my beard is pretty good now. Low and diff lock. So I have got a gear shifter here, the Logitech G1, which you might see that it says that I'm in third gear. I'm not. I'm in low gear. There is just something which it has to do, and the display that I've got won't allow me to change what's going on. I'm sitting on a very basic chair, but you know, I guess it does look like I'm really high up, but like the wheel is like straight in front of me in my like arm's reach. There is a perspective issue. The camera is looking downwards, so I can understand why that's happening. But I want basically the issue is that I want people to be able to see the wheel, and if it's higher up, you just can't. I have once again forgotten what I'm carrying, and that it's for the farm. The fun thing is the wheel moves on its own. Yeah, that's basically it. There is a massive quest system. Right, I am tracking the wrong mission. Ah. Will that really not let me unload? It will not. I have to track the thing. That's frustrating. Basically, I'm working on efficiency, and if I'm not tracking it, I can't drop off. Which is, you know, a little bit annoying. But yeah, so if you know Mudrunner, you know that it basically was do some stuff with some logs. This has a little bit of a difference. There are many tasks to be done. Lots of things to find. So you got watchtowers. Let's have a look at this map a second. So you got all sorts of things. So you have watchtowers around here. You've got hidden things inside there. To uncloak them, I just need to get a vehicle to these places. Over in this location over here, there is a route to one of the global maps. Is to the Smithfield Dam. And then from there you can get to Island Lake and Drummond Island. And then Alaska's got 4 maps. Tamir has 4 maps. And then these are all of the different places for the DLC, of which there are 7 different maps, which is pretty pretty interesting. If you look here, what we're looking to do is to recover from a big disaster. That's basically what's happened. There's been a disaster. It's mentioned once in the game at the very, very start, and never mentioned again. And that's why there is nobody else around. And that you're doing all of this stuff, and you can pick up trucks that you find and use them. You know, any other place, there will be stealing. But yeah, so there are many different things to do. Like some of the DLCs, you are helping to start a rocket, to get a rocket built and transported and launched. One of them's starting up a train thing. But it's basically all about driving big trucks. That's it. I hope we weren't expecting there to be any more to it. It's about driving big trucks. And it's a lot of fun. And, you know, this is basically my CB radio. It does exactly what it says on the tin, as you can see with all this snow that I'm running on. I have yet to play any multiplayer in Snowrunner. I've actually had this game since launch, and never really got that far with it, and then found out that I really enjoyed it a couple of weeks back, and then planned to stream it, and I have procrastinated on that for a while. Like, I've been ready. Yeah, it's pretty cool what you can do. Right, so we're gonna just go and fix the truck. Did I rank up? No, I'm only rank 2 still. There was a little sneer there. Oh. I have all of these trucks. All of them. They're mine. I can just use them. But the problem with that is that I am not looking to make this game I'm not looking to make this game, you know, easy as fuck. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But look at them. They're nice. Yeah, so I didn't catch what you said there. When I walk over to my desktop to launch OBS, I get a mini panic attack most days and then don't stream. So yeah, my biggest issue is that I'm nice. That might sound like a weird thing to say, but I tend to try and make sure that I'm not interfering with any of my friends streaming. Now, as you can imagine, that means that you tend to not stream when you could, because you're thinking, well, my friend could be streaming now. Especially when they sometimes have a pattern of when they stream, and so on and so forth. And today I was just like, you know what? Just press the button and get started. And so that's what I finally did. This is gonna be fun. I want to be over at... Yeah, it just kind of got to the point where I realized that I should just stream. So as you see, we are heading through some pretty nasty water and mud, and I am trying to make sure that we get through. I need to switch. Oh no, not COVID. Okay, so we have got ourselves kind of stuck. We can use the winch, put ourselves onto somewhere where we can move. Yeah, COVID is as pervasive. Well, I think it's actually even more pervasive than it was before, which is a bit sad. You know, all of the efforts to kind of avoid it, and now it's just become this perma thing, which is annoying. Like, I feel like we've utterly failed to, address the issues of the pandemic, and we've just like given up. Yep. I mean, we got close, but not close enough. And that's obviously a problem. And there's nothing we can do about it now. Like, it's here. Like, the idea of zero COVID being an aim sounds great. We need to go forwards, truck. Thank you, trees, for your sacrifice. I'm gonna keep it into low gear with the diff lock on. But yeah, I'm still like keeping myself as healthy as I can. Not like spending lots of time in crowds. The only time I'm going out, I'm going to like shop and everything. But I just feel like everyone's given up. Like, I see no masks. Dumb people in a factory. Fantastic. Right, let's get rid of that. And pop up here. Ah, so no matter what, you are going to end up having COVID. That is really sucky, actually. Yeah, I remember you saying that you're on nights now. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, nights are not good for like, you know, keeping yourself sane. This is gonna be painful. Well, yeah, I mean, you should apply for better jobs. Diff lock. Full winch. Can we move? Yeah, we can move. Let's keep ourselves on this island. Let's not flip over. Are we gonna have any joy? We just stuck. Let's have a look at what's going wrong. Right, let's see if I can actually winch onto something reasonable? No. I feel like we beached ourselves there. Which is obviously not a good thing to do. Diff lock on. Let's see if we can keep ourselves close to this island, but without needing to... As I know, I'm using highway tires on this truck right now, and that is not good, and is one of the reasons why I'm having issues right now. Well, we can connect to this telegraph pole, so that's fine. That is a dangerous water level. So what I should have done here, if you look to the right of us, we've actually got a different path. And on the way back, I'm going to be making use of that. Right, so we have managed to get out of the quagmire of doom. Trust me, this was not the quagmire of doom. That comes later. Oh, it's night time again. Let's turn the lights back on. So one of the things that I haven't done is I haven't sold my trucks, and I'm using an early game truck where I have access to, like, what is effectively a nuclear missile, where I'm using a handgun right now. That's the difference between some of the trucks that I've got available to me. But I'd much rather use the handgun, because it's kind of fun to have to, you know, work out the puzzle. Rather than, like, having it handed to you on a plate. Like, it's very, very easy at the very start to sell the trucks that you've got. Go to the Russian region and pick up a Russian truck. And those are absolute beasts. And I think it's fine that they're absolute beasts. But that doesn't mean that I want to be using them as my, you know, as my truck. I want to do some funky, interesting stuff. Did I turn my lights on? Yeah, my lights are on. Let's just turn that shader off a second. Yeah. So I think at the time, most of the time it's good, but at night time, it's better to not have it on. There we go. And they're being very, very red. Right. We should now be able to switch out the diff lock. And we want to head down here. Now, I did say when we were heading on this way, there's actually a way of completing a task. We should see this here. Now, this... Let's get my handbrake. Crane, so we get our controller. This is the drilling parts for we've lost some stuff. It was the basic thing, and this is due to go to the warehouse. And so, like I say, this is the time when it's worthwhile just going a little bit off track. And then getting ourselves back onto the road again. So this is the place where we get the bricks from. We're going to land at the right place. And then going to load up the correct mission so that we can drop it off. Which was missing machinery? No, is it part of the Steel River Township? Lost container. There we go. We'll track that. Don't want to load up the metal beams. Oops. And then we want to drop drilling spare parts. There we go. So now we need to go into this. We want bricks. Let's see if we can get this done nicely. There we go. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to get out our crane. We're going to anchor it because I almost forgot to do that. Thankfully there's a button on the steering wheel which does that, but you know, you can never be sure. And then up. I do think that having like a controller for the crane actually makes a lot of sense. I almost put it in nicely. Yeah, I put it in nicely this time. And then crane again. Alley up. And swing round. So what do we reckon? Am I going to be able to get back to the farm? Or am I going to get stuck in the mud? Oh, that was close. It's fine. Do I want to take this trailer with me? No, I think I want to leave that here in case I want to trailer something else out later. So remember, we're going to use an alternate route around that horrible, horrible place we were at before. That almost sucked the life out of this truck. Are we good? Do we need low gear? Let's stick it into low and set the diff lock on. Yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed about the DLC trucks, to be honest. I think they make the game far too easy, and it's not just because, you know, you can use them, but you can sell them, and you can start off your game with like $500,000's worth of money, and it's like, yeah. Do you then end up really getting the challenge of the game? I guess that I'm not saying that I should be playing on hard mode, but I also don't want to play on hard mode just yet. Like, I know Michigan, I haven't driven around Alaska or Tamir or any of the DLC stuff yet. So I want to be playing with the unforgiving mode, but I don't want $500,000's worth of cash, which I can just get by selling the thing, and that's just not great. Not great. Right, we have escaped the first bit. Now, I'm pretty sure that the lake that we got stuck in last time is slightly to the right of us now. So we're going to try heading to the left down this path that you can see. Yeah, there it is. I don't want to be heading through that. So we're going to head this way. Round we go. I want to be careful. It's going to be really easy to tip the truck over. See the adverse camber. I think we're going to crash into a bush. Okay. The bush does not want to let us go past. So we're going to say, alright, cool. I'm going to stick the diff lock on. Try to keep ourselves out of the water and on the path. Alright, cool. I thought we'd just like completely sold out and then it just suddenly works. That's fine. It's fine, trucks, fine. Don't give me that look, truck. Right. So we have successfully navigated that bit. And we're gonna head back onto the road again. And we should be able to turn the diff lock off now and start putting some more speed on. We do have that secondary, very watery area, which we will need to get through just coming up now. Like, I don't think this one's going to be avoidable. But what we can do, whilst we're going far too fast, I knew I was going too fast there, is we're going to use the telegraph poles as our sort of anchor winch points. And that'll work out quite well. This is, again, deep mud, which really does want diff lock. Maybe we don't want diff lock here. Maybe pushing hard on will work. Yeah, okay. Truck is stuck. Do we get any movement out of this? We do. There we are. Sometimes just moving the wheel around gets you some, additional push. Like I say, we are going to be trying to keep ourselves near this right-hand side. We should be able to, hopefully, utilize these telegraph poles to pull ourselves along if we get stuck. Right. I'm thinking that we're going to get stuck. I might be wrong. I'm starting to get slightly worried about fuel levels. We're using quite a lot of fuel. But I think we're going to be fine. Okay, we should be able to switch out of the diff lock now. And then we got the garage to the right. We're going to head in there, refuel, and then pop straight out. Head round to the farm. Life be grand. Get some lights on. So once we've done this farm mission, the next one is actually set in the next map along. So at this stage, I'm going to start looking at getting the road repairs done. I don't know what I need for them at the moment, so I'm going to have to go over to them to find out what's required, and then go and get that cargo and bring it to those places to unlock faster routes, basically. Stick on the four-wheel drive. I also do need to get the watchtowers unlocked, which I think might be the next thing that I do. Could also do the last part of the thing up above to get the fuel carrier trailer. I'm not sure exactly where that is, and it might be in a place where I can't get to at the moment. And no, I'm not using the DLC trucks. Right, so I need to pop in here, go to Husky Forwarding, go to Wet Harvest, track it, and Drop off. Promotion. The farmers are happy with me. Thank you, farmers. Yeah, let's switch over to our other truck and do some watchtower and upgrade getting. So, we know that there is an upgrade here, and there is a watchtower here, and I'm going to do my best to get both of those right now. I'm not going for the northern watchtower. That needs a bit more of a reasonable truck. I do not want the handbrake on that. Okay. I do like this place when it's lit up. So what we're looking for on the right-hand side of the road is the place where the detour comes out. Which might be here. No. I could put down a waypoint, but I think it's more fun to not. There we are. Detour comes out here. And then we're going to try and head... I believe it's this way. There it is. I could be slightly wrong. And I was. So I'm going to look slightly to my left to find where the next turning is, which is here. So you couldn't get a big truck up here, mostly because of this. You can only get a small scout through. We should have another turning to the right relatively soon. I think it might be just up here. Yeah, there we are. And so this is where we find our second upgrade. Which is a raised suspension for this truck, which is actually pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can look at the rear view. No, 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 no. Okay. I guess that was a yes in the end. Let's just swing back around a little bit. I'm going to try and push back up onto this road. Possibly going to roll it. Didn't roll it. Relatively happy with that. And now we need to take things a little bit slower. So I'm just going to be a little bit more careful on the accelerator. Alright. Looks like we stalled it a little there. Alright, let's not have the issues that I'm trying to avoid. Okay. Now we should be finding a watchtower sometime quite soon. There is. See it just in the distance, the red dot. Okay. Sometimes the first person driving in this is incredibly like, I'm gonna say atmospheric. I don't really mean atmospheric, but immersive, that's the word. Watchtower opened. And then, so that's now opened up this area on the map, which we can now see. I do want to take a look at it a second and work out where I want to head back. So I just want to turn around. Going up here is actually kind of hard. So I'm not gonna. Gonna head back down here. And then probably head to the fallen power line to get that started so we know what resources we need. That's why you need to do a U-turn and head back up this way. That's not this way. And then we will have some idea of what we're doing. He says, having no idea of what he's doing. Okay, escape. I can't really see. Road must be somewhere. There we are. I think we want to head down to the right here. Oh, looks like we've got ourselves a little bit of a watery windscreen. Didn't expect there to be any water there, but it's fine. Oh, that's a tree. That's still a tree. That is an unfortunate occurrence. Ah, this is a problem. Well, oops. My truck has seen better days. Alright. It is time. It is time. Right. So we are going to stop the engine. We're going to go and get the Fleet Star. So I do much prefer using the steering wheel in first person. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty. How does that look with the filter thing on? I don't know what I prefer, actually. I think I might prefer it just normal. That's using a reshade effect. Right, so we're going to carry on through here. Plan now is to go and pick up the truck and stick it on the flatbed. You might also be wondering why I'm only using 390-degree range on the steering wheel. It's just because that's what matches what's happening in the game, and it makes it a lot easier to pass from ahead when the steering wheel matches what I'm doing. We go into the bright sunlight. I'm gonna go and find this truck and be like, "You silly boy, what did you do? Jumping off the rock." There it is. Right. The Takavat Rescue Service has arrived. No. I don't want its engine on. I want the winch to be released. I want to head back into crane mode. And then, yeah. Then I want the lift. Uh-oh. Alright. Maybe I was a little too rough with the truck there. Let's rotate the cargo. Literally cargo. It's great. There's a chance that this truck will actually fall out. So that'll be fun to see. Can we turn around? Yeah, we can. I kind of think I want to be in third person here, actually. Oops. I need to go incredibly slowly to make sure that this doesn't, like, all mess up. So we're going to be in... low gear for this. Otherwise, you know... Ooh. Hydrate, thank you very much for the... yeah, I'm gonna... This is not that sort of drink. Thank you, Liberian, for the reminder. So I've had a bit of an issue with my truck, if you haven't seen. And it's not lying flat on the truck, so I can't pack it, which is to put some, like, chocks is what you'd have on a plane, but basically it's what it is, the things to prevent the wheels moving. And so I'm just traveling slowly because I don't want the truck to fall off. And then we're going to get to the other end. I'm going to get the crane and I'm going to dump the truck on the ground. I could just recover, or I could just put the Fleet Star into the garage and this would just drop to the ground. But, you know, I'm much more wanting to have a bit of fun with this. But it does mean that I need to go relatively slowly. I guess I could probably put it into auto and go a little bit faster, but this is... you know... it's kind of dangerous. I don't want the truck to fall off, basically. It's destroyed, basically, by the way. Like, the engine is pretty far gone. And getting it to the garage will fix it entirely. Which is what I'm looking for. I'm just going to pull this back behind. Now, this is why it's dangerous to go fast. You see how the truck's moving around? It is not secured. And I don't want it to fall off. I really don't want it to fall off. I want to just drag it how I can in the trailer, get it to the other side nicely. Whether the truck will, you know, agree with that, I don't know. Well, no, I don't want to pay $9.99 for a bobblehead. To be brutally honest, you can keep it. Yeah, I ended up throwing this off a cliff. I got a bobble car, yeah, it just goes and sits there nicely. Well, I think that's like the enduring image of this stream. Here is a car, or here is a truck in a truck. That's what we got. Truck in a truck. Not quite a truckin' yet. I'm sure that we'll be able to do that, though. Truck on a truck on a truck. So we're going to get ourselves up here. Kind of giving up going slowly now. But there we go. We have made it. We have arrived at the garage. Oops, that's not what we want. Right. Gonna get out the controller. Gonna press the... put down the little... supports button. Gonna grab this truck. And we're gonna go... and drop it from a great height. I am totally serious here. Right, restore the crane. No, that was restore the crane. Oops. Right, cool. I'm gonna go to the garage. Yeah. This truck is fully repaired. Then we're gonna go to the map. And we're gonna get... So, you see that engine? See that engine? I destroyed this thing. But now he's fine. Right. I meant, when I started this up, do some customization. I don't know what we've actually got unlocked now. We do have a raised suspension. Look at that. A little boy can become a big boy. And that means that we can get some... Ooh. Get some big all-terrain tyres. Can't get off-road ones, or mud tyres, or chain tyres. Those get unlocked... oh, soon, actually. If we get the next rank, then we can get the off-road tyres. I was going to say that I don't want to, waste the money by buying the all-terrain. But the thing about this game at the moment is that you can sell your things for exactly how much they cost. So we end up going for the bigger tires anyway, because no matter what, when the next set comes out and it's better, then we can... Actually, do we want... yeah, we want those ones, the mud tires. Yeah, it is a little broken. It is a little broken. And if I were playing hard mode, I wouldn't be able to do it. Everything gets sold for half its cost. You can't sell trailers, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, this way, it is pretty broken. I don't disagree. But, you kind of deal with what you got. Can I afford this? No. I would like to afford this. I cannot. I mean, I could if I sold any of the DLC trucks which are currently sat in storage. Yes, that's basically it. They are the underwear of cars. Once you've used them once, or even if you haven't used them at all, do you really know if you used it? Oh, more stuff. So it's in Michigan. I'm in Michigan, right? I can get a snorkel, which would really raise the oh no, there is water issue. There isn't really anything I can get on the frame add-ons either. This is a scout. This is just for like exploring, really. We can put some. Ooh. Don't know if that's really worth it. I do like the fact that you got all this customization. You know, that feels like a lot more of a thing. But this is just visuals. It doesn't do anything overall. But does that mean? I don't think they do. I think they just go like, honk. Those rooms are better though. Right. So I have, well, as you can see, I have a DLC paint job. This is a vinyl wrap of flames and stuff. I do have a mod on this actually. That's one thing I definitely have done. I have got the more paints mod, and my aim really is to have the most garish and disgusting looking trucks that the game can possibly give me. See, I think that's pretty awful. Or maybe this. Hmm. See, it's always going down to pink and green. Everything else just works, but pink and green doesn't. See, these all complement. Yeah, but these contrast a lot more. So there's like a load of like sort of, I don't know, camouflage colors, but they don't really do it for me. Like that's, I think that's it. Where's the other pink and green one? Yeah, I think that's it. Kind of nice and pink and green. Oh, hold on. So we can have a bobblehead. Can't have this. I don't want to spend money on them. That's the problem. Just shut up and take my winch. Yeah, just a little. Oh, we have many slots. No road, no problem. I park where I want. Excellent. Mud. Off-road hero. I'm in charge. Yeah, we are there isn't a lynx, but I think there was there a wolf. I think like a wolf. Wild was this one? That's close. Come on, buddy, light my fire. Ah, we can also have stuff on the. So you might see a lot of Cyrillic text. The developers are. I think they are Russian. At least part of Saber's Russian. Which kind of is where they get a lot of their Russian truck things. Let's have a bear. Yeah, so there's there's an amount of favoring of Russian areas. Obviously, like before the war happened, there was no real issue, and then the war happened, and then there's issue, and yeah. True American. Yeah, that works for me. Windshield stickers. Eat, sleep, off road. Get it dirty. They like it dirty. Probably that one. Let's get a little bit dirty. No. No truck, no life. And hood ornaments. Oh. I do not want to spend money on this. Not when I've only got 7,300. You see? Now, there we go. We started off with a pretty nice looking blue truck, and now we've got this thing. Well, that's pretty cool. You can actually see the stickers from the outside. All of them, even the ones on the inside. There we go. I'd say on the inside. On the things you flip down to make sure that the sun visors. There we go. That's the word. Right, let's see what this looks like outside. Oh yeah, look at how terrible that looks. Yeah, I know. It's fantastic. Let's switch into first person. Doesn't actually look that garish from inside. So, I've got a couple of missions to do in this area. There is a watchtower and the place beyond the pines. Let's see. Can we flip it, actually? We probably could have done. Could have flipped that there. Yeah, the flip is on. The flip is definitely on. Oops. So, I know that there is a path on the left, just beyond these rocks, and we're going to go climbing. Now, I have got better tyres now, so that does mean that we've got some, like, better traction off-road. I got some mud tyres. Okay. Still can't really see where I'm going, which is one of the minor issues with the first-person view, is that you end up looking up a lot of the time. I don't mind looking up, really. But when you're trying to drive on a track and you're like, I don't know where that track is, it's a little difficult. Right, we should be able to see the tower sometime soon. There we are. Right, let's see. Upgrade location discovered. Might have found us a mission? No. Aha! There is a garage. Right, I am gonna just start tracking this. Did I not take it? I swear I took that and activated it. Because if I didn't, I need to go back down. Okay. Looks like I didn't. I can put it into neutral. So as much as you can't see what I'm doing, the gearbox, well, the gear stick that I have, it basically has 6 slots for 6 gears, and then reverse, you engage by pushing down the stick and then pulling it into the position where gear 6 is. It's pretty simple. But it's really easy to think you've done it, but you haven't. And then the place which is... Oh, fuck. The other part is basically neutral. So you end up going, why am I not going backwards? Why am I going nowhere? And it's because you put it into neutral. One of the things it does do, though, is it makes actually doing like gear changing and sorting out things like that so much nicer. Like having to mess around with holding down a button and then pressing a thing to get it into the different gears. It doesn't seem like much, but just being able to just grab something and move it to where you need it to be feels so much better. Right. Did I really not? I did have it. That is really weird that I couldn't select it to track. I'm also glad that I checked that before I headed up to the place beyond the spruces. Because I think it would have sucked if it hadn't. Right, so now I'm going to go back up that hill again. Yeah, I do find that going like off-road like this is a lot of fun with the tight trails. They give me a bit of a workout. It's quite a lot of turning of the wheel to do to allow it all to work. Now there is a path that leads up to this place, but it gets pretty well covered up by the grass. I think I might be on one of those horrible trees. There we are. I don't know if I'm actually going to make any progress. I think I might be on a tree here. Yeah. A tree that did not like me being on it. Silly little controller. I might also be trying to go up the wrong place for this, but yeah, this is not working out particularly well, so we're gonna swing around this corner instead. Hey there, Lootcraft Gaming. How's it going? We are currently trying to get up a hill. Good to hear. Oh, I accidentally keep hitting a button, which is right by the gear stick. Right, up we go. Stick it into low gear. Nope, don't stick into low gear. Need it to be high. Come on. Come on. We just need to get up this hill. Oh, it's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. No. I guess we could also use the winch here. Would make my life probably a lot easier. But sometimes it's more fun to not. I think we might be on a tree. Are we on a tree? Is that what we're doing? Just all the time? Finding ourselves in trees. Alright. Let's start. I'm so close. Sorted. So look at this view. It's pretty nice. It's the farm over there. Garage down there. Right. Gonna start heading back down this hill. I have a feeling that this might not go particularly well. But that's fine. I'm just using trees to kind of break my fall. I don't think I've actually been down to the end of this trail before. So I'm going to see what's down here. That, to me, looks like there is a truck. I'm happy with not at the time when I'm heading down a steep incline. Yeah, I think there is a my rearview mirror is in the way of seeing that there is a truck out there. Let's just pop this up. Yeah, there it is. Oh, this does not look like a good place to be. And I'm going to swing back round. There we go. Not particularly new. I haven't played it very much, to be honest. I know some... You know... I know where, like, most of the this initial Michigan map is. I don't know much beyond. I've had it since launch, but I haven't played very much of it. And I'm playing more of it now. Do you want to see if there's a route over here? Yeah, I'm relatively... I know how to play. I don't know, like, everything. So I guess the answer is yes, kinda. to be honest, one of the things that I try and do in games that I'm playing is not care. And by that, I just mean I try not to take it too seriously. I don't need to be efficient. I'm going to do what's fun. All right, I guess we're just going to head up. Oops, that's not really where I wanted to go. I'll head back onto the path. And apparently just completely get turned around by my momentum. Yeah, so gunning it hasn't really worked here. But we will try and get across this gap, which I think is probably going to fail miserably. We'll try. At this point, I think I should have taken the snorkel. We've got some movement going on. Yeah, so, I mean, at the end of the day, the whole point of the game is to get stuck in the mud and try and work your way out of it. Right? I mean, at the end of the day, I could be using some, like, OP... I think I've got it's an Azov truck that's like with the DLC, not the one that you can just buy outright at the start. Different one. I'm just like trying not to make use of. Oh yeah, you can't. You don't have that in hard mode. It's fine. I mean, like this just feels like waving your dick in the air at the moment. Pretty sure I want to be heading this way to get back to the garage. I mean, like I say, I'm playing on not hard mode for a reason. That can come later. But as it is, I'm doing what I want to be doing. I'm not worried about being all efficient. I'm trying to have fun. Yeah, we are still going through. Quite nicely. got about 10 minutes of fuel left. But we're pretty close to the garage, so we'll be fine. First thing is we're still moving. Guess I should probably go and get one of the upgrades that's near the garage as well. I think that's going to be my next thing once we get back there. Get a refill and then... Alright. Yeah, get a refill of fuel and some repair and go and get the upgrade. And then probably call it a night because it is just gone midnight now. Garish pink and green truck, go. So we are going to go and get this upgrade here. I'm going to get that bike heading straight out down this little path and heading to the left. Heading over a little bit of a bridge. Now, bridges are dangerous in this game. You need to be relatively straight with where you're going. And also need to remember that you're not in the middle of the truck. And so when you're looking at them, you probably want to be a little bit on the side. I didn't actually see what that was for, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm just going to bring this back to the garage and then I'm going to call it a night because it is late and I am tired. Been trying to roll it, didn't quite work. So yeah, that is about 3 hours of Snowrunner. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to see if there is anyone online to raid. Someone playing Snowrunner, I guess. Someone's a little bit further on in the game. Go and raid. Magical's dad. I have no idea what they're like, if they're saying anything or whatever. Good night, everyone.